You look at like if you look at circadian pattern, so many things are on that spectrum of circadian pattern too, like hunger.
Mhm.
We know that as bodybuilders, like if you eat at the same time every day, if you eat at 9 a.m. and you skip your 9 a.m. meal, you're still going to get hungry at 9 a.m.,
Mhm.
right? You're still getting a ghrelin response.
Mhm.
So the inhibitory neurochemistry is very similar. Um, if you're used to going to bed at 10 o'clock, and then let's say you have to stay up late for whatever reason, like, oh, I'm still tired at 10 o'clock. Your body's like, hey, bedtime. This is, especially when you're very regimented, you
Mhm.
know? That's always been the thing. Michelle always jokes because, like, if I fall asleep on the couch, which happens a lot at night, at the very end of the night, I'll kind of get up and I'm like, it's time for bed. She's like, how the hell? It's always like 10:01, 10:03, 9:59, 10:20. Like it's never more than like a 30-minute
Mhm.
variation. And that's just because it's always so consistent. It's like
Yeah.
the weekends. Do you guys sleep until noon on the weekends? No, one, because you have stuff to do, but you couldn't even do it if you wanted to,
Right.
That's something
Right.
that really changed for me
right?
after getting more regimented this last year. I couldn't sleep, like you said. I couldn't sleep in if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
maybe
Even
an
talking about
hour.
this the other day because like before you'd stay up all night,
Yeah.
but now your job, forces you to have to be up at
hmm
6. I know that was a struggle for you before, but now you're just like
I'm awake.
naturally,
Yeah, like we were talking about like morning people, night people, like
yeah.
so someone said, "Oh, are you more of a morning person?" I was like, "I'm becoming one,"
yeah.
for
How
The
sure.
long did
night
that take
person,
you, Eric?
Well, it always happens to me when I prep. Like every prep, I'm like the most regulated. I'm asleep by 10. I'm up by like 6 or earlier. You know,
Yeah.
so so I finished prep in December, and I was kind of like, I want to keep this going.
Mm.
I don't want this to stop. So it was probably like just in the last couple of months where I wasn't making an effort to do it anymore.
Mm.
So what would that be? 9, 8, 9 months, maybe?
yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's a long time.
And it's not
Yeah,
like I was
people want to
miserable.
fix
It was
sleep.
just like I had to tell myself, hey, it's time to go to bed and set an alarm. It's time to wake up. But now, on the weekend, I don't set an alarm and I get up at the same time.
Yeah, it's not right. And that's like I said, and that's kind of we see that in the research too. I mean, we basically know that if you want a good circadian rhythm outside of like the light elements, consistent sleep and wake time is probably the number one thing you can do.
Mm.
And probably give yourself about an hour forward or back variance, right? Like if
Plus or
you can get
minus.
away with about an hour forward or back. You get much out of that. You start going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning instead of 10 or instead of 11. Things are going to start getting thrown off. You think like time zones, right? Like an hour time zone, probably not going to be
hmm
too deleterious. You get like 2, 3 hours, you get jet lag. It's 8 o'clock in California, and you're like, I got to go to bed,
hmm
right?
Yeah.
hmm
So that's such easy stuff. I'm not going to say it's easy because it takes discipline to do it, and it takes for a lot of people that are busy, it takes prioritization and actually some kind of planning almost,
Mhm.
right?